This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 5. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, albums, videos, or live performances, along with great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 5 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waltmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for more than 20 years. And now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars, and I am delighted to have back on the show Suzanne Jamieson. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Patrick. It's good to be here.
It's great to have you back on. You are here to talk about a new album called Love Is. For those of you who want to go back and listen to Suzanne's story about how she got into making music for kids, go back to Season 4, Episode 53, where Suzanne shared some holiday songs with us. But what have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Oh, it's been a busy and fun few months. We've obviously been working hard on this album, getting it ready to go. We're so excited to drop it later this month. But we've also had, busy school year, and we just did a really fun trip to Europe as a family, our big first sort of uh, European outing as a family, which was a great success. And now we're home and happy to be home.
Very cool. Well, the European outing, how old are your kids?
They're 9 and 11 for about a few more weeks.
God, okay. So they were old enough to like take it all in and enjoy what they
Old
were
enough. Yeah,
seeing.
we decided to wait until we felt that, they could handle the plane and the train rides and sort of appreciate what they were seeing a little bit.
I get it. We've been kind of holding off on stuff like that with our 5-year-old, just
Yeah, I
just because
think
we want to make sure that she's ready. And
yeah,
of
I think
course,
it's a little bit easier as they're getting older.
absolutely, they'll definitely remember it. So,
I hope so.
well, awesome. Well, the album is called Love Is.
Mhm.
So tell us about the making of this album. What inspired it? And it sounds like there is a strong theme of love here.
That's right. This album is all about all of the different kinds of love. So, um, you know, I've been noticing over the past couple of years this sort of polarization that's happening in the world, in communities, from our schools onto a global level. And I've been thinking a lot about, um, how to talk to my kids about it, and also how do we change it. And what I always came back to was love, and that only love really can change the world, and can change our hearts, and then it can keep growing from there. And so I thought about love as not just being a feeling, but being so many different things. And so really that's what this album is about. It's exploring this idea of love. And so we explore this idea in terms of every song sort of focuses on a different um, definition or direction of love. So there's songs of self-love, of parental love, of friend love, of romantic love, of pet love, and universal love, and community love. We just sort of explore this concept. And really what I'm hoping to do with the album is to get families talking about this concept, not just as a feeling, but as an action, and what it means to them, and where we can maybe focus a little bit more on love, and sort of notice the power of that focus.
Yeah, love it. No, message of positivity, which is
Absolutely.
sorely needed to counter the negativity that is all around us.
Yeah, yeah.
So, well, very cool. So you're going to share 5 songs with us.
Mhm.
So we'll talk about each of those. Why don't we kick it off with a song called 8 Hugs? Tell us about
Okay.
this one.
So this is a really fun song. It's the second song on the album. And this song actually came out of an Instagram post that I saw. It was a doctor I happened to follow on Instagram who was talking about this author, social worker, and psychotherapist named Virginia Satir. And she is a fascinating person. I encourage your listeners to go Wikipedia her because she's really interesting. But she's sort of known as like the mother of family therapy. And she was a real pioneer in her field. And as I read about what she did and accomplished, she, in my opinion, she sort of led the way in positive psychology before that even was a thing. And so much of my music focuses on the concepts around positive psychology. So it was really fun that I happened upon her. But she famously said that children need 8 hugs a day for just maintenance, and really 11 for like thriving, but 11 would have been like a 7-minute song. So we stuck to 8. And so this song is about, someone who goes to the doctor and says, "Hey, doc, I'm feeling really down. I'm feeling kind of blue. What do I do?" And the doc says, "Get 8 hugs a day. You won't believe how much it's going to change your life." And so it's the story of this child going to all of these different members of the family, to the dog, to a tree, and hugging all of these things or people, and just sort of noticing what that does. So it's a really fun song, and I hope your listeners really like it.
Yeah, no, I really like this song too. And one thing that struck me is with the music itself, like it could fit into like any era from the 80s until now. It's like I could compare it to someone in the 80s, but then I could compare it to someone current. So
Yeah, I mean, you kind of
song.
always hear that in the music that Jason and I collaborate on. I wrote all these songs with Jason Rabinowitz of the Pop-Ups, who's been my writing partner for a while. And he and I, grew up in the same era, and I think we're sort of drawn to the same sounds. So it really connects that way.
Very good. All right, well, we're going to play it now. Here it is, 8 Hugs by Suzanne Jamieson.
I went to the dock, I was feeling beat, couldn't seem to get back up on my feet. Well, now, doc, I'm feeling blue. Tell me, doctor, what can I do? What can I do? She said, you got to get 8 hugs a day. Yes, you'll be amazed. Your energy will overflow. Your spirits will be raised. So listen here, my patient. Well, I communicate. It's doctor's orders to get 8 hugs a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've been up to my grandma. Her hugs Well, I communicate. You know it's doctor's orders to get it hard today. You got to get it hard today. At the very least, your energy will overflow and you feel at peace. So go and take 8 hugs, I will expect reporting. And then call me in the morning, cause now it's time to get on your way. You got to get it hard today. This will be your wings. Energy will overflow. Spirits will be raised. So listen here, my patient. I communicate. You know it's not good.
And that was 8 Hugs. Next song we're going to talk about, it's called Best Bud. Tell us about this one.
Best Bud. This is just basically a sweet song about loving your dog. This is it's sort of a love song to a pet, to his best bud, his dog, and all the fun that they have together. And musically, it's kind of a funk electronic synth beat kind of feeling. I think Jason was pretty inspired by Remy Wolf for this one, so maybe you can hear a little bit of that influence. But it's a fun one.
All right. Well, we had a dog for a little while, and then unfortunately my mom lost her dog. So in preparation for our baby, we gave our dog to my mom, and
wow.
but I totally understand that bond. You
Yeah.
know, I grew up with dogs, and they're just wonderful.
Yeah, me too. And we have a dog now. It's Toby. He's on the cover of this album. If you look closely, you can find him. Our little dog tribute right in the cover.
All right. Well, everyone enjoy this one. For all you animal owners and lovers out there, here it is, Best Bud by Suzanne Jamieson.
You always listen and you never ever lie. You're always really glad to see me, kinda like it's always a surprise, yeah. You know I got your back now, and I know that you got mine. I've been living long enough to know that good friends are hard to find. So let's go outside and play in the back, or take a walk and then go get a snack. My friend, my life with you ensures I'll never blue for too long, my friend. It's time to sing a song about you. You make my life much better, and we'll be friends forever. Whenever we're together, you always cheer me up. You are the perfect buddy, and friends are just so lucky. Since you're a little puppy, you've always been my love. You're my best bud. kisses like daily. Before my special hug, I will clean up all the rug. 'Cause in this world, you're my best friend, hands down. My best friend. 'Cause you are the girl. My best friend. You know it, you make my life much better. Hey, hey, 'cause you are the girl. Hey, hey, you make my life much better.
And that was Best Bud. Song number 3 we'll talk about now is called I Turn Towards Love. Talk about this one.
Yeah, I Turn Towards Love is our first single from the album. It's already out, and we have an amazing animated video on YouTube for your viewers to check out. So the idea behind this song is basically that love is a choice. It's not just a feeling. It's something that you can sort of choose to turn towards every day. And you're not going to do it perfectly, and no one does. But if we sort of focus on turning towards love every day, we're going to be amazed at what it creates, both in our own hearts and in our relationships. So that's what this song is about, just sort of focusing on that.
Love it. Alrighty, well, let's play it. Here it is, I Turn Towards Love by Suzanne Jamieson.
I love my brother, I love my cat, I love my Legos, and you know I love my bucket hat. Hey, I love marshmallows, love me some pancakes too. I love myself, you best believe I love you too. 'Cause it's a choice that I get to make. I know it is important, so I try to practice it daily. I see the love around me on the rise, and I'm not scared when I turn towards love. I am amazed what I can change. I give it to myself and spread it all around me each and every single day. Oh, 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 I love my mama, love to play charades. Oh, yeah. I love the smell of grass and popcorn at parades. Oh, yeah. I love the feeling of warm water in the pool. Oh, yeah. I love myself, and you best believe I love you too. Yeah, I know it is important, so I try. Practice it daily. See the love around me on the rise, and I'm not scared when I turn towards love. I am amazed what I can change. I give it to myself and spread it all around me each and every single day. Oh, 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 because whatever you're seeking, you know you'll find. Rather than focus on bad things, I free my mind. 'Cause it's here in front of us all the time. That's why I turn towards love. It's trading myself kindness. It's a choice that I'm yet to make. I know it is important, so I try. Practice it daily. See the love around me on the rise. I'm not scared when I turn towards love. I am
That was I Turn Towards Love. Next song we're going to talk about is called Sycamore. Tell us about this one.
Thank you. This is one of my favorite songs on the album. So I was sitting actually right here in my office looking out at a giant sycamore tree that we have outside. And it was the winter. So this sycamore had no leaves and it was just kind of, gray and wild and sort of branches going everywhere. And I was thinking about how beautiful it was. And this coincided with a time when my daughter, who was 10 at the time, was starting to feel a little bit more aware and self-conscious of her body. And it wasn't just her. A lot of the mom friends that I'd made through her school were having similar conversations with each other, that this was something that was happening at the grade level at that age. And obviously, this is nothing new. But I was looking at this tree and I was thinking, it's growing exactly how it's meant to grow. It's wild and it's imperfect and it's exactly beautiful the way it is. And I would never think to change it. And I would never think to beautify it because it's already exactly how it should be. And I thought to myself, well, that's how I want my daughter to think of herself and her body. So I wrote this song for my daughter, You Are a Sycamore.
That is a wonderful message.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, let's play it now. Here it is, Sycamore by Suzanne Jamieson.
Wild thing burst into this world from some other place. Your timing was divine. You arrived and you took your space. I watch you now weather the storms and soak up the sun, just knowing that up and out is where you're supposed to go. Branches reaching, growing, and in spring there's a new bud, a bright green surprise. It's a gift that was always inside you. I get to watch as you breathe yourself into the you you're becoming now. Stay right here beside you, no matter what. No, you can't do it wrong, even if you try to. You are a sycamore, a tall and sturdy tree. Who would ever think of telling you to do you differently? You're a perfect thing, you're just what you're meant to be. A sycamore, you're a sycamore. A sycamore.
And that was Sycamore, a sweet ode to your daughter. All right, we'll close out the song features with What is Love? Talk about this one.
So this is probably the most autobiographical song on the album. This comes from a real event in my life. I was in fifth grade, and I got on the bus, and everyone kind of got quiet, and there was a seat in the back. I didn't usually sit in the back, but I thought, okay, I'll try it. And everyone kind of watched me sit down in the empty seat, and I was kind of wondering why, what was happening. As soon as I sat down, all the kids started laughing, and I asked the girl next to me, "Why are you laughing?" And she said, "You sat in gum." So I had been sort of set up and to be bullied. And there was a boy on that bus. His name was Ryan, and he invited me to sit with him, and said, I'll be your friend. Those kids were not nice, but I want to be your friend. And we developed this beautiful, perhaps unlikely friendship had that not happened. So this song, What is Love? And you'll hear it in the chorus. It's what is love? What is love? And it's not just infatuation. It's not just maybe obsession. It's just being there for someone. It's putting a hand on their shoulder. It's your presence, and that can happen in a friendship and with a neighbor, or just someone in your life, inviting someone to sit down at the lunch table. These kinds of things. These are all beautiful expressions of love.
Yeah, and hats off to those parents for raising Ryan right.
That's right. And I actually reached out to him recently, and I sent him the song, and it was such a beautiful reunion, and such a nice reason to rekindle that relationship.
That's wonderful. All right. Well, to Ryan, here it is. What is Love by
Mr.
Suzanne
Ryan.
Jamieson.
About 30 years ago, in elementary school, lived a girl with lots of heart. Let's call her Susie Q. Susie liked to make things like forts and poems and cakes, but kids like to make fun of her confidence they take. One day she got on the bus and everyone got quiet. They watched her walk down to the back, pick a seat and try it. And then those kids all laughed out loud. And when Susie did inquire, a girl replied she'd sat in gum. Against her they'd conspired. But one nice kid was on that bus, a boy, his name was Ryan. He waved her over with a nod, 'cause he could see that she was crying. He told her that those kids were mean and he'd like to be her friend. That next time he'd save her a seat, and her heart started to mend. What is love? Love's an invitation. What is love? Love is an arm around. What is love? It's a simple inclination. What is love? To feel safe and sound. What is love? It's just consideration. What is love? Like it when someone's around. What is love? No, it isn't adoration. What is love? In fact, yeah, you are just right. What is love? Love's an invitation. What is love? Love isn't love around. What is love? It's a simple inclination. What is love? To feel unsafe and sound. It's just consideration. What is love? Like it when someone's around. What is love? No, it isn't adoration. What is love? Love's knowing you've been found. Now I'm grown up, everyone I know has a story like mine. So I tell my kids no matter what, always just make sure they're kind. Make sure they're
And that was What is Love? And that wraps up our song features. The album title is called Love Is, and it is going to be out when?
July 21st.
Excellent. So
Yay.
if you are listening to this podcast as soon as it comes out, the album is just going to be a few days away. But if it's past July 21st, go check this album out. Assuming that it can be found in all the places you can stream, purchase, and download music.
For sure.
How else can people find and get in touch with you?
Yeah, you can go to my website, SuzanneJamiesonSings.com, and Jamieson is spelled Jamieson. So think of the whiskey with an I. Also, I have a YouTube channel and Instagram account. Everything is Suzanne Jamieson Sings. And I also wanted to mention that on my website, you can sign up for my Substack newsletter, where I do a breakdown of a parenting book every month. So I read it and break it down for you, so you don't have to read it. I give updates on my music, and then I'll give a little family-friendly recipe every week. Every month. And then if you upgrade to paid for just a few bucks, I add links and custom meditations and other fun things like that. And then I also wanted to mention that we're having an album release party if you're in the Los Angeles area. It's going to be at the Electric Lodge in Venice at 10:30 on July 27th. So check it out if you're in town.
That's AM or PM?
AM, and it's for kids and it's free.
Okay, good. Wanted to confirm. Well, Suzanne, I wish you the best of luck on this album.
Thank you so much.
Judging by the 5 songs that you've shared, it's going to be really great.
Oh, I appreciate that, and good luck on your growing family.
Thank you. Talk to you again soon.
Okay, take care.